Hello everybody, I'm Abasud and today we are discussing about a new topic that is cyber kill chain. So we heard this too multiple times, but it's very important to understand it in a better way. So this we are going to do in this particular session. So let's start with what is cyber kill chain. What do you mean by cyber kill chain? So basically this term is kill chain was originally used as a military concept related to the structure of an attack consist, consisting of target identification, force dispatch to target, decision in order to attack the target, and finally the destruction of a target. So in 2011, a computer scientist at Lockheed Martin Corporation describes a new intrusion kill chain, that is also known as cyber kill chain framework or model to defend computer networks. They wrote that attacks may occur in phases, can be disrupted through controls associated at each phase. Since then, the cyber kill chain has been interrupted by data security organization to define cyber to define phases of cyber attacks. Now let's look into these seven phases of cyber kill chain. First is reconnaissance. So reconnaissance is a term given to find a target and understanding its characteristics. So first will identify a target. Let's suppose in an organization we want to target that organization of a portal, and so what we are looking for to do that, we will be doing IP scans for the business domain, port scans of active host, identify vectors for attack, checking software versions, and automatic scans to scale the attack by botnets. So this is basically we are doing a ground work while attacking a particular organization or a particular system. So that is we are having the reconnaissance. So next is weaponization, which means taking a known vulnerability and customizing it to a specific target or group of target and integrated it to enable is to be run from an automated cyber attack platform. The weaponized malware may be designed to exploit a vulnerability in a specific version of an operating system or a target's specific online banking website. So it's saying in the reconnaissance what we have done, we have identified our target, we did our homework corresponding to that. Now here, now we know what is the vulnerability, and we have a basic information. So here we are basically developing a malware or developing a way how we are going to exploit that vulnerability, that is weaponization. The third phase is delivery, how we are going to deliver that particular weapon to the system. So that is called a delivery. That can be as an email attachment, that can be through a vulnerable website, that can be login to a target with default ID and password, or stole their ID password, or internal exploited vulnerability. So now we delivered a let's suppose a malware to that particular piece. Now the next phase is exploitation. So exploitation means the affected item will exploit a vulnerability in the target software post delivery. So when it exploit, so in case of a document, when the document is getting opened, then a compromised website may similarly download HTML code, which will take advantage of browser vulnerability. Or in the case of remote access, the exploitation phase may use a packet stream to exploit a vulnerability in the protocol of an internet exploited services, or may simply use cracked or stolen credentials. So this is what we are having first four phase. Now if we are looking at after exploitation stage, the malware or intrusion may simply take action, skipping directly to the last phase of a cyber kill chain. It may possible they skip it, it may possible they not skip it. So now we'll look into the fifth phase, which is installation, which talks about payload is installed either in the memory or the hard disk of a target system. Additionally, some form of mechanism may be introduced to make sure the payload is restarted every time the system is rebooted. One way of doing this in Windows is to add a registry entry to automatically run the payload when a system starts up. Payload will often include a meaning to maintain ongoing access into a command show. So this is what we are having as an installation. And next phase is command and control. As system compromise is often automated, once a payroll has been installed, the first action is taken to connect it back to the command and control server to register as compromised host. The attacker will then want to send back a command for some action to be taken, listing the uh, subdirectories of files, extracting specific name files, modifying or replacing software, or something else. An important feature of payload is that it can determine the address of command and control server, which may change over time. So this is what it do. We do have a payload there. Now what it do, it connect that particular payload to their command server, so that now attacker has a control, has a control on that particular infected file which has been put into the system. Now the next is action. This is exactly what form of action is carried out by the payroll when it arrives at its target depend on the motive of the attacker. The activist may want to deface a website. A state sponsored agent may want to steal sensitive information, or a cyber criminal may want to access a bank account in order to steal the information. So this is what we are having in this session of cyber killing. I hope you like it. Thank you.